In January 1986, the world lost one of its preeminent musicians when at the age of 54, Indian classical sitarist Pandit Nikhil Banerjee died of a sudden heart attack. Though Nikhil Banerjee had often traveled, taught, and performed in the West, he was largely unknown and unappreciated outside the rarefied environment of North Indian Hindustani classical music. A shy and humble person, he never sought the limelight. In fact, he shunned it in his quiet and dignified pursuit of spiritual transcendence through music.
His musicality, his depth, was far transcendent of just Indian music. It speaks to anybody who understands musical depth and understands the combination of virtuosity in the service of musical expression, not in the service of display.
He was so brilliant that he would come up with the right kind of expression that would give the music its best dimension, the right kind of balance and proportion that is the hallmark of any great work of art, was the first point under consideration for him.
This is somebody who had a conception of music that was universal and yet was being realized in a very particular idiom. It was deep and linked and continuous and true to its origin and just beautifully realized.
He came to be known as a great sitar player despite heavy odds, despite a lot of political goings-on in the music world. He never tried to fight politics with politics. A positive thing about that was that he was 100% involved in his music, created some of the best music ever, and that had an impact directly on people. But one of the negative sides of that is that many people are not aware of his music to the extent they really should be.
He had in his heart to purify himself. That's why he didn't care so much about self-promotion. He said, if I go towards that side, then I'll be away from my music. Then I'll be away from what I'm trying to achieve.
He was one of the best, you see. I had a big hope for his future. And we all missing.